Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Happy birthday, Brad. Having the chat, Brad's birthday. Sorry, your birthday kind of sucks. Now, I mean, I was in the gym. It was leg day. Everything was looking all right, man. Hey, Solana holding support, kind of running up like nearly 7% of the highs, and then Bitcoin was breaking the supply line from all-time highs. Chat. We were gonna do it. We were gonna be kings. And then Liberation Day, we thought had already concluded kind of okay. No, more tariffs everywhere. Everyone's getting a tariff. You watching the stream, you're getting a tariff, okay? So Bitcoin was at a high of $88,500. Let's get an audio check real quick before I get too deep into this. I don't want, whatever, One sec. Excuse me? No way. Is that an XRP alert? That's a real XRP alert happening now. Oh my God, chat. Oh my God. Yeah, stick a fork in everything. Risk on everything. Okay, we're done. I thought we had a chance. I mean, a very small chance. Now we're just cooked.
So about that 1930s style depression I've been going on about for the last
okay,
few
Greg.
months. It's cooked, boys. Hold your gold. Sell your stocks. Got.
I wouldn't get too crazy like that, man, okay? I think you can still have a 10-month correction, hit reasonable levels. If you care about reasonable levels on traditional assets and index funds, we're not there yet. I was kind of concerned about the fact that I thought maybe it was starting to begin. We're starting to, the retrace from these index funds, man. 382, at least you got to the golden zone. I mean, it was the weakest golden zone, but today they couldn't even test it again, 57.64 from the high to low here. And now you're rolling over. S&P 500 lowest price seen since September 11th. Taking out those lows from just days ago, from the 13th of March, 2 weeks ago. That is the same situation for the NASDAQ 100 futures. Lowest price since September 11th. Taking out the lows from the 31st. It's been underperforming the S&P, lower than the 10th. Russell 2000, 52-week lows. Lowest price we've seen since April 2024. Dow Jones, not as bad, right? Defensive stocks, all right. All right. So the best performer of the four, Dow Jones futures, lowest price since 2 days ago. Pipe in the chat. So yeah, that's I wanted to go live when the futures reopened, just so we could see how the market was going to respond. We gapped down. And on the big tech, or the NASDAQ 100 futures, not just gap down, but you've drawn down beyond the open so far. You wonder if that gap will fill soon, or if it's just like, nah, dude, that news was so bad that we're just going to 18.4, which is on deck, right? You can clearly see there is zero controversy on the NASDAQ 100 for where the next level is, where there might be a general consensus area where multiple market participants might have limit orders set up.
This is not like other pullbacks. It's the big one. There is no way out for the Ponzi. Middle class can't provide a bailout this time. Cooked.
All right, well, that's Greg P's opinion. He says it's the end of the world. All right. Well, thank you for contributing to the stream. Okay. Thank you. So why is the music stopping? What is going on? It literally pausing. What the? Okay. Even the music's stopping. That's not a good sign, right? When we're market's dumping and the music stops, that's not a, yeah, you know what that means. So S&P futures now at the lows of the new day on the gap down. Okay. Dow Jones, same thing. Russell 2000, pretty much the same. So we're marking down as I'm speaking to you. Kind of why I wanted to go live, because yeah, that type of price action after hours. Trump announced this, what was it, maybe 20, 30 minutes after the closing bell on Wall Street. And it was brutal. I mean, cryptos even too, right? Solana was down 8% in, I don't know, was it like 70 minutes? Yeah, anything risk on's cooked. Okay, I just want to show you the futures. We're starting with that. That was the whole point of going live.
We're all gonna die. Smiley face emoji.
Thank you for the smiling face emoji, Static Trading. I'm taking the most... Hey, that's pretty uplifting compared to Greg, okay? We're all gonna die. Smiley face. Let's get some smiley faces in the chat. Bitcoin, here you go. This was the most disappointing thing of the day, was just moments before the rug pull, okay? Moments before the news broke. Bitcoin, the buyers of Bitcoin were breaching a supply line that goes back to all-time highs, January 20th, the inauguration day. That was the day that Trump got inaugurated, January 20th. Okay. We were breaking it. I pinged you in the gym. My alert was gone. I'm like, what is going on, huh? And then 15 minutes, I'm doing leg day. I do like some sets of some leg press. And then I get on another station, and then we're down. Bitcoin from its high, 88.5, currently down 5.44% in just a couple hours or less. So the selling pressure might not be done either. Disappointing, very disappointing stuff. So it's like it's hard to trust the markets. It's hard to trust crypto, right? And then it's like impossible to trust crypto when you have catalysts like this. It's like we're in a landmine field where you can tiptoe around in this market on this landmine field, and maybe a couple steps here and there, you're not blowing up, right? But keep playing the numbers game. Go a few more steps, tariff news, Taiwan, China, something. Yeah, bad market, man. Bad market. So very disappointing. The 200-day moving average also rejected. Just, wow, it could have been so good, man. Like, we lived in an alternate universe. We could have been at 92K probably today. But nope. Utterly rejected. If you are in Bitcoin, okay, if you are holding out for greener pastures, higher prices, I think it would be prudent to protect yourself below 82K. This manufactured in late February, okay, support that they've been defending the 29th to the 31st of March. I think below that is where you cut your losses, and we're gonna probably run to 73.8 from there, continue the downtrend that's been going on for 2.5 months. Yeah, going on 2.5 months, whatever. Once the implications of breaking 82.1 now, 82.100, I think would be pretty bad. The unfinished butterfly, you know, it's like yesterday people were really happy. I was happy too. I love when green candles happen, even if they don't mean anything, because you get green candles, but then, you know, nothing really you're spinning the wheels. It's better than some of the index funds, better than some big tech, I guess, but not great data.
Okay. Don't freak out, people. There will be lots of opportunities as we go through this. Not the end of the world for regular working people.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, we're going to be all right, man. Okay. Sorry, why is my chat lagging so bad? When money printer, the money printer's been on subtly, right? M2 been climbing. I don't know where my M2. Here's your M2 money stock one day. Nearing an all-time high, approaching the highest levels we've seen since April 2022, 3 years ago. So that's it. When money printer, the money printer's been on really since February of last year. So everyone wants to have their alert set up just above, you know, an all-time high. You hear the beep, you know it. Oh, you can't even add alerts here. Oh, maybe I can add it on the line. Nope, I can't add an alert on this chart. Sucks. Okay, whatever. So what you got now? I mean, M2 Global. M2, I mean, none of the, here's your M2 Federal Reserve, you know. Just like, you know, today broke the mid-January high and has seen today the highest level since April of 2022. So we got multi-year highs today on M2. So, all right. So anyway, we're looking at Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. This is a big deal. I've been monitoring this past few days because very big development. Okay, this is very bad for alts. Things look kind of okay on Solana. Maybe they're trying to hold, but like, why is this happening? Bitcoin dominance. What happened yesterday and the day before? Highest daily candle closes in years since March of 2021. Talking about 4-year highs the past 2 days, and we're going for another multi-4-year high on the close today. It is up 0.46%. But the biggest thing is it's above 61.68%, which was the target area for years. Down Wyckoff accumulation, like the target, this was it. But now we're breaking it. We're breaking the level where, look what happens historically. Straight up, straight down. I mean, 70%, man. If that happens, your favorite Beanie Baby will have forsaken you to a amplified degree. Wait, did everyone say it was okay on the audio? Oh my God, sorry, dude. Yeah, Liberation Dump, dude. Yeah, I can't even see it if the audio was okay. Just scrolling through the chat some. Apple down 7% now? Good God. Baby's good. Okay. Bobo living rent-free. Well, Bobo's got an argument. I mean, Bobo is in the shadows and Bobo pulling the strings. Not much you can do. Like, your setups are just not gonna, it's like you're unable to get technical trades that can do anything with fundamental stuff like this. This is like, world-changing behavior from a world leader, and it's almost like an earnings play where you don't have an edge, because at 4:30 p.m. after the markets close, news like this so groundbreaking happens. Those are wrenching the cogs. I mean, a lot of these alts, man, have really been melting down. I mean, they were down a little bit today. Now they're down like a lot. Except EOS. Something about EOS is crazy. I don't know what they're doing. They must have got a new keychain. USB-C now or something. Pumped on the news. They upgraded, bro. Okay, so that's your big one, Dom. Let's look at Ethereum. Down 4. Dude, you can't win. It's over. Like, what are you going to do? What was yesterday? Nothing. So bad. They took it to 1955. Now there's such a lack of demand. The buyers are unable to even test 1972. Swing highs from history. 2021. Unable to test it. Unable to even see 2000 psychological level. Now you're just getting ready to completely engulf yesterday's activity. There's nothing to do but lose in this market right now, and it's been that way. Yeah, you get scam pumps. They last what, less than a day? They're gone. Yeah, pathetic. So we'll have an alert set up on Ethereum if we're really marking down. You start hearing it. I guess see it 1728 for a big test. They haven't done it yet. If they do it though, if they break it, you're done. Like if you break 1730, 1728, you got a date with 1420. Is that a joint? No, it's just an Ethereum meltdown. Okay. How many days since Eric Trump at this point? Eric Trump tweeted to buy Ethereum the date of February 3rd after the dump and the pump. It was around 2,900 when he tweeted. It currently is still down 37.6% in 58 days. So big winner there. Looks like we're about to have even more downside. It looks like it on Ethereum. That's really bad. Okay, the price action. XRP, my God. We're done, son. We're done. Okay. You're not dead till 190 is broken, but as we discussed, the context is somber. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows consecutively over months. Working on a bearish engulfing candle, getting really close. I mean, this is terrible, okay? Because at the worst days we've had in this range, okay, out of all of them, traders, you know, have settled up at their lowest point about where we are right now, $2.02. That was the low, the lowest point we had seen March 10th on the close. You're getting close. I mean, we have an hour, 37 minutes till the daily close, but you are flirting with the lowest daily candle close since November 30th on XRP. That is not good. And it looked okay. 60-minute, it was like, holy crap, look at the structure they're painting. We can't care about the 60-minute. We can't put any weight on it, but it was pretty. And this is what I'm saying. You can't trust the 60-minute ever. Hold on. That sun's beaming through, man. It's so bright in here. It's really hard streaming in here during the day because that afternoon sun. Yeah, it gets hot in here. It's 26 windows. And it sucks though, because I want to, you know, I tried hooking up my camera to my supercomputer, but now it needs a new motherboard, I think, probably. Solana crashing, well, it's very bad. Yeah, you're right, it is starting to crash. Solana is done now. Okay, I'm done. I'm completely done with Solana. That today didn't look too, now it's, yeah, you're effed, okay? We're going to 90. I mean, that is a very, very high probability with this type of price action. That's the worst thing you could ever dreamed of. Sweet mother of Jesus. And it looked okay. It looked okay. It actually looked like, wow, they might be bottoming this thing out. We might be all right. Your stop loss was just triggered moments ago. If you watch this stream and you own Solana right now at 121.38, you are asking to lose so much more value on the asset, okay? You're asking to lose another 27% minimum at this point. So I'm just telling you, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with trying to own Solana above 123, 124. It's okay. But if you're below that level, your argument is now stupid to own, dumb to own. If you own, asking to lose so much money, unless a miracle from God happens, but that was possibly the end. That was it right there. 135.81. Remember what that is. The level that made us multiple times. Made us July 12th. Made us August 15th. Made us October 3rd and October 11th of last year for higher prices. It is now resistance with this type of follow through. Jesus, dude, I'm talking from the highs today. Solana is down over 10%. It's over. It's done. So just a public service announcement. Anyone who's watching, below 123, if you own this, have fun with losing 27% on your position. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's the worst. Hold on. What happened? Did my YouTube chat crash again? Kidding me? And my music stopped again. What is going on? Coffee almost just fell everywhere. Oh my God. Hold on. Everything's crashing. You're buying now. You're buying Solana as it's breaking support on trade tariff stuff. Okay, all right. Someone, Lerone Williams says he's buying more right now. All right, let's see how this ages, okay? I'm telling you, I don't act like I know where assets are going. All I know are levels, and I know you can construct risk management plans at levels. If that level's broken, the argument to not own the asset becomes real, okay? If it's above it, hey, you might be all right. But here we go. This type of rejection here, rug pull behavior. Okay, so I'll see it 90 bucks. And we did a poll yesterday on Solana, and the majority of the, I think 57% of y'all, I think like nearly 400 people voted on it, said that $90 was coming next. Not 155 or 90, it was 90 majority. So there you go. Your long term, why don't you just wait till 90 bucks then? Just wait till 90 on Solana. I'm telling you, it's Solana. Dude, I'm telling you, I was okay. Above 123, 125, I was okay. Not anymore. If we recover before close, maybe we're all right. But right now, literally right now, no. It'd be dumb to own this. Okay. So that's Solana, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, now BNB. The good news on BNB, it was bearish now anyway. Like there was no controversy here. There wasn't tests of support. It was only testing resistance. Still below the support resistance, 621, 638. Bearish and golden candle going for the lowest daily close since mid-March. You're waiting for 500 bucks. That's all you do here. You just wait for $500, and then maybe structures develop down here that could increase our probability that we're gonna rally off the lows. Impossible swing trading that. You're just scalping, you know, like no structures. So downtrend is established. You just put in what? The lowest high of the downtrend between March 17th and March 28th. A lot of liquidity grabs, stop loss hunting. They were really doing a good job of that. But in the end, what made the most sense is now playing out. So a lot of downside on BNB from here. You got another 14 to 15% downside. Okay, I've been called a quack, chat. Someone in chat has called me a quack, which means I'm crazy. Someone said I'm literally crazy for what I'm saying about the markets right now, about crypto anyway. Okay, yep, see what I'm saying? Call me. People were calling me names on assets like Uniswap too. Yeah, what was it? They called me toxic and negative when Uniswap was falling below 13 bucks. Yeah, I was getting like cursed out up here. Look at Uniswap now. Since I've been called names before, Uniswap's down 54% in 69 days. So this, and speaking of Uniswap, I mean, the worst thing you could dream of is going on. I mean, like they tested resistance as resistance, right? And now it's rolling over. So 520, 386 on deck, whatever, man. Like, just call me names. Good God, dude. Okay, so those are your bigger cryptos we've looked at. We can look at the other ones. We can look at like something like Dogecoin. You don't want to see it, man. You do not want to see Dogecoin. Look what they've done to this thing. We were gonna do it. We were gonna, and you're dead. What was once support resistance has flipped to resistance. You're marking down, going for the lowest daily candle close really since March 10th. Are you kidding me? Bitcoin's near the lows of the day. What is going on? This is so crazy. It keeps stopping my music for no reason. What? Yeah, see at 15.28 or 15.28 cents. If you break that, it's going to be another very, very bad markdown, most likely. Well-established downtrend, such a lack of demand, they can't go anywhere. I mean, they can't even come close to rivaling the previous discernible swing highs. Dogecoin, cooked. I would probably wait for 10 cents, maybe, if you're lucky. We construct something good down there, but yeah, you got to be hands off on Dogecoin. How about Bitcoin Cash? Remember, these little liquidity grabs, these little buyer-inducing rallies, anything below 308. This is why you have to. This is your rule system, okay? Like you don't want to own assets when they're trading below very, very historical inflection points. Bitcoin Cash's was 308. Dogecoin 17.8 cents.
Thoughts on Sui? Huge upside if we hold support.
No, we're not holding support, dude. Okay. But miracles happen. So Conrad, thank you for the 25. We'll look at it, okay? First and probably last request of the day. Okay, Bitcoin Cash, below 308, death. that's the worst thing you could ever dream of. Like, this could be a good short opportunity. Yep, I mean, you could be short on Bitcoin Cash with a stop loss maybe like 315, 317. Stop, you know, first target maybe 260, but you're probably going to 218. Bitcoin Cash is probably going to do that, okay? That is some really bearish price action. That what was once the level that was support, where we had a trade setup, a long trade setup that was successful, hit all targets and exceeded them. You're now, the price action is doing the opposite of what it was doing in September and October. So your argument is either be short or to not own Bitcoin Cash right now. That's it. Simple. Going for the lowest daily close since like February 26th. Oh, man. I'm not saying I like this market, dude. Like, I wish I could like it. I wish it was just like, okay, we're gonna be fine. Nope, doesn't look like it. That's the worst thing you could ever dream of. Like, if I'm having a lucid dream, I can control what what the dream is. All right, and this is what it would look like if I was shorting at a resistance. Like, wow, in a really nice downtrend, breakdown, bearish back test, and rolling over, good price action. Okay, so we'll have an alert set up for really going lower. J. Luke, thanks for watching, man. I don't even know, call it insight. It's just, this is how it works. This is how price, this is what technicals are, dude. You know levels, they're very, very real. They've been this support resistance for years. I mean, just look what happened. When that level was resistance in 2019, look where it went. This is your target now. Your target's in the low twos. It was support. You get it? If you're bearishly correlating, you're gonna probably get $200 when it's all said and done. Dude, I can't believe this guy. Okay, go watch someone else. I mean, you know, who's more optimistic about this price action. So there are more, right? We haven't even gotten to the equities yet. We should do that. Well, we got plenty of time. How's Cardano? Remember, Cardano didn't look good. This is all right. Short setup. Your stop loss. You could do it like that. It'd be so simple here. I hate that it's already down, you know, so much. But something like this. This would be it. It'd be so simple. You could even be looser on your stop, you know, above the high of the day. It'd be like that. You'd have to. It's harder because it's about to collapse. But you could even say, all right, forget that wick high. How about just 68.8 cents, the stop loss, right above that. That your target is 46 cents here. It's so simple, dude. So simple. Collapse looks imminent. The trend is your friend. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Get below the 200-day moving average. About to break. You've already broken the top end of the inflection. So it's already over. Like, the peak is already broken from 2022. Look what happens. That's the target. 46 to 41 cents on Cardano. Pretty simple. Pretty freaking simple setup here. All right. Very, very bearish. Wow. What does that mean? That means there's, from where it is right now, even with it being down 5% today, you got another 29 to 36% downside. Get ready, man. Sweet mother of Jesus. It's so bad. Bitcoin lows of day. You heard me, dude. Bitcoin's at the lows of the day. It is down $2,000, 2.46%, and falling. How about Algorand? Remember, well, this would be target one of the short setup up here. Still waiting on it. You'll get it, and probably won't hold anyway. 16.6 cents. We've been waiting on it for so long. We're going to get it. So, Avalanche, we knew this one was effed. Oh yeah, anything below $20 equals 1080. Yeah, from here you still have on Avalanche another 40% downside, 40%. And it's not even controversial. It is a no-brainer bearish situation on Avalanche. Good Maya, well, whatever, man. I mean, it's just like, it's just crazy. If I flipped the chart over, I could say equally bullish stuff, you know, like, wow, there's a lot of upside. If this is a real bullish back test at this level, look at trend going on, and bullish Marbazoo engulfing, we could be headed to 1080, man. It could be a lot higher, you know. Like, so, Anon.
Anonymous tip $25. EOS monthly and log scale. Catching some bids feels pumpkin, man.
I guess, man. Congrats on the lottery. I mean, that's, you went to the EOS slot machine and pulled the lever and somehow won the jackpot. Someone's got to win. I hear that the casino pit bosses are already trying to invalidate your winnings. We'll see, right? Yeah, I mean, what's another popular crypto, like, for real? We look at Cardano. I don't know, Pepe coin. Everyone knows Pepe. Dude, just wait. It's going way lower, like crazy lower. It's just been floating around. It's actually not that bad. Compared to some Shiba we knew below a certain level is dead. Oh my God, this is the worst thing you could ever dream of. It's almost like this. It's almost like, wow, you could have, if I wasn't at the gym, you know, like, it's like this. It is so bread and butter. It's so easy, like that. I mean, you could be even looser if you wanted, but at this point, anything like 1296, you probably cut it off, the short. That's it. It's this simple. That is the Shiba Inu bread and butter trade setup. Bearish back test from a level that should have been support, resistance, it's resistance, and you're marking down. It's that simple. Do you see this? Can y'all see it? I can't even see it. It's too bright in here, man. Easy. Okay. Shiba down almost 5%. You understand why the stop loss would be where it is, right? If the buyers somehow recapture 1340, there could be major implications. We could go into 1700. It's all about the ifs. It's all about what if. That's why you have a stop. The stop is for the if. And the short is for the what's happening now. What data are we receiving right now? It's very bearish. 48 hours of bearish back test of level that should have been supports resistance. Sorry, chat. My Ethereum alert just went off. So get wrecked. The worst of the worst is occurring right now. Pandemonium. Ethereum is completely covering yesterday's candle and the day before. Now, we have an hour, 20 minutes. Ethereum is threatening the lowest daily close since at least November 2nd of 2023. Good. I mean, like, I need the sound clip. I got to get a stream deck. I'm probably get another stream deck for here so I can actually play sound clips and stuff. I'm having withdrawals from Leroy Jenkins and Guz. Yes, certainly bearish engulfing candle in the making. Absolutely covering the previous candle's body without a doubt. So let's look at the Mag 7 because, well, maybe the index funds first and then we'll look at the Mag 7. Spider, dude. Well, the interesting thing about this is we know 565, right, is the level. Resistance from July 2024 and August 2024. And support, October 2024. Okay, that's the level. Hey, past 2 days, whatever. What'd they do? They rallied it. And did traders settle up above that level or below it? My lower back's killing me, man. The answer would be they closed the day and they settled up below that resistance and tested it successfully as resistance. And just sure enough, here we are. This is where the S&P is trading. It is down 3.34%. That is a tremendous amount of downside for an index fund. That's a lot. Remember, circuit breakers are 5%. So you're over halfway there. And I'm not saying, I'm just, right? If the market was open and we were down 3.36%, that would be a horrid day, horrendous day. We'd be talking about circuit breakers, but it's just all after hours now. You don't know, it might get resolved, whatever, but there's going to be a nasty gap if this sustains. I mean, you're currently after hours trading at the lowest price since September 11th. Again, lowest price since the top, February 19th, the all-time high. Dow Jones, remember, was like the least affected, even though it sucks. It was the least. affected. The DIA would be showing us the after hours. I don't look at this ever, but this is the ETF. Yeah, Dow Jones Industrial Average down here. Currently down 2.38%. Pretty bad, man. Right? The bear shark ushered it all in. Maybe we were starting to drag in there. No, you can't rally when catalysts like this occur. So it's pretty brutal. They tested the 200-day moving average, closed right at it, below it, and this dropped like a rock. Bitcoin lows of day just broke 83K for a brief moment. That's right. Trump is liberating the money from the wallet in the short term. In the short term. Either way, this correction, it's all technical too, in a way. I thought maybe, yeah, that we might get a common retrace. I mean, the S&P did make a 38% retrace, so it did. Technically, it fulfilled the golden zone. And now it's completely just dumping again, so. Okay, the NASDAQ composite. This one is saying still open. Let's just look at the NASDAQ 100 futures instead so we can see it. Yeah, very just disgusting. Like how they reversed it today. Bearish engulfing, just gap down. It's off the lows though, so. But you gotta wonder, man. I mean, this channel, this is a really nice, oh my God, chat. Solana alert just went off. And here's someone buying it. You can't, look, dude, if you're above 124, maybe. But if you own Solana above 124, fine. You better have a stop loss below 122, 120, because now we're at 119.57. You don't have a stop loss, you're not doing it right. You can't just long without setting up stop losses. Trading plans are trading plans. Thresholds are thresholds. You don't own Solana below 123. You just don't. Okay, this is like terrible though, because like look at this channel going back to.
Pedro offers you his protection.
Thank you so much, Napoleon Dynamite. I'm in the chat. Your name here, it says 37% tariffs on India. Now what does India tariffs, what do they have on America? Thank you, dude. Thank you. So clearly you can see nothing good happens below the 200-day simple moving average. That's right for now, Paul Tudor Jones. That was his quote. A destination 18.3, 18.4. That gray zone right there, that's on deck. And maybe we develop divergence. Yeah, you very well could develop bullish divergence down there. You get oversold again. And then we could be working on a lower low dragon situation. But you got a little more downside. So it seems. Can't win, man. Sorry. Not with news like this. Okay, IWM. Well, I think this one's going to be good for after hours. Showing. Yeah. Oh my God. Look what they did. Look how it closed. And look where we are after hours. Down 4.87%. Broke the channel. Broke supports. Trading at the lowest level since April of last year. 52-week lows. Pretty much. Close enough. Fine. 50-week lows. Okay. Fine. So there are your index funds. We can take a look back at Solana. It's down, yeah, near the lows. This is getting real nasty. I mean, you're getting, it might not be like, you know, the lowest close we saw March 10th was, that close was 118.32. But if you break that and close below it, it will be the lowest daily candle close we've seen since February 2024. You're getting real close to 52-week lows on Solana now. Better pray for Bitcoin. The prayers aren't working right now as I'm looking at it. You can see it above my head. Not good. Rejecting.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that would be great.
Depends on how bad the markets are. Okay. Lumberg. That's my boss, man. Okay. YouTube chat crashed again. So weird. And thank you all for being tuned in right now. Thanks for that. Nearly 800 people here. If you're enjoying the coverage of this unfortunate market drawdown, meltdown, hit that like button, the bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Let's try to get 350 likes or something, maybe. Let's go. Yep, Brad's birthday ruined completely. Same with Big Mike's mama. All right, both having birthdays on a brutal Liberation Day. Okay, so now we'll look at the Mag 7. Look at the index funds, look at the futures, you know, looked at it all, okay. Tesla was up 5.33% today, chat. We were gonna make it, man. It was all good. And it's down 6.24% after hours. So every inkling of gains today wiped out and then some. But not as bad as, you know, like some. Speaking of Big Mike's mama, let's go! Holy crap! Hype in the chat! For real, hype in the freaking chat.
Big Mike .886 tip $250. Distribution structure is playing out. If you show up every day, you learn to identify and profit. Join the Citadel. And happy B-Day, Brad.
Happy B-Day, Big Mike's mama. Holy crap, man. Huge, huge contribution right there. Biggest in a while, so thank you, dude, for that. Quite the legend. Yeah, well, I mean, you just, hey, something's lost 60+% of its value in a couple months and starts holding support. Hey, man, maybe, but then all of a sudden, like they flip the switch, nah, tariffs for everyone. I think Solana now off its highs is down 11, 12%. Highs of the day. F this market, dude. All right, that's your Tesla. Not the worst in the world. Really not too bad. I mean, it's down a lot, you know, after hours, but I'm talking like compared to where it's been. It was at 216 March 11th. All right.
Currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
That's right. It is gone. I mean, look what they did today. Amazon was so good technically, right? What a nasty drawdown. One time, two times. They were defending the old 2021 all-time high. It was real. It was happening. They did it, right? You closed on had a really strong close, 196. Looked like a dragon was starting to develop. And then what happened? It's gone. 184.03 or 183.70 after hours, down 6.28%. Broke all supports. Currently trading at its lowest price after hours since October 9th. And below the major support resistance. How can you win? You can't. Doesn't matter. It's like a bad earnings report. But it was a random earnings report. You couldn't even prepare for it. It was like, and you're screwed. Okay, that was Amazon. It was up 2%. It was your second best performer today of the 7. Here's Apple. It was up 0.3%, and it's screwed. Apple is currently trading after hours at its lowest price since August 7th of last year. They were holding support. There's nothing you can do. Like, it's just running stop. You can't even manage your risk in situations like this. You had a stop loss below 215. It didn't get filled. It's after hours trading. You're underwater. That really sucks, man. That's bad. Okay, talking like 6-month plus lows. Maybe 7-month lows or something. What is it? August. Dang, man, that's like 7-month lows on Apple. Down 6.8%, nearly 7% down. Nvidia was up today 0.25%. Not too bad, only down 4.67%, man. See, it's not making the lowest level since August, only since the 31st of March. But we know it's just bad news below 118. You really can't like it at all. So $97 to $100 on deck, and I hope they hold it, man. I hope so, man. How about Microsoft? It was terrible. Remember, Bill Gates has man boobs. Okay, we know. Dude, don't talk about his man boobs. Okay, well, this is why, you know. I mean, it rallied today. It didn't rally. It was down 0.01%. It was a joke, dude. Anything below $388 to $400 is a complete joke on Microsoft. So you're just waiting for 350 to 344. I mean, the fact that divergence that looked like that just manifested into a bearish back test of a support as resistance and then rolled over is really, really bad. It's like you're identifying potential seller exhaustion, and it just turns into a bearish back test and collapses. It's very bad. Only down 2.91% though. Hey, we're going to be all right, man. Microsoft killing it after hours. I consider that a big W, being down only nearly 3%. Let's go, dude. Google was down 0.02% today, is down 3.14%. Hey, Pi, I like Pi. You know, just rivaling the lows from the end of the month. 151, big deal. Okay, they'll be testing that maybe tomorrow again, and you better pray it holds. I mean, it just sucks, man. Think about it. You're a long-term holder on Google, you know, from November 2021, and now it's April 2025, and it's trading at the same price. My growth stock, by the way. Yep. Only down, it was down 3.11% after hours. Okay. Got an hour, 6 minutes till the daily close as we just keep looking. And now, last but not least, the worst performer, Meta, that was only down 0.35%, is down 4.65% after hours, trading near its lowest level since November, and just nearing the low from the 31st. So, you think, hey, eventually maybe the bids come in, and they just don't come in. Like, the good news is maybe eventually you get to 530. I mean, there's a chance maybe we start showing bullish divergence. Maybe, but yeah, it's tough to trust the market with this stuff going on.
Good one.
Thank you, Brig from Anchorman. Thank you, dude. Those are you Mag 7s, dude. Bad. Very bad. So let's see here. Do we have a request? Let's look at gold real quick. How's it faring? Because it was kind of up and down. Gold doesn't care, right? Gold actually loved it. Gold, what did it do? Highest daily candle close ever yesterday. Jesus chimes, the new day. A couple hours ago, new candle emerged and it's already rallying. 22 hours and it stayed the same or higher. All-time highs again on the close. So heading to 3,200. That's all you got. 2618 price discovery. Ripping and roaring. Actually, it's not a meme anymore. It is a hedge against this market uncertainty for sure. Bitcoin 82,788, pretty much at the lows of the day. It's continuing to mark down. Maybe power hour is favorable to liquidity, but we're about to find out. 3 minutes and change. God. Did Trump coin get wrecked, man? I haven't looked at Trump coin in a while. Maybe we should just, let's look at silver real quick and then we'll. Silver still, it's, you know, it's at the 886. It hasn't reacted yet. That's why I'm thinking maybe a 113 could still be on deck, especially in these market conditions with gold doing its thing. I mean, you know, it's either an 886 or a 113. I guess we still have it here. I'm not. It's like tough. You don't want to like taking a long at an 886 is really tough because your upside is very limited. You don't have much upside potential, even if it ran to the 113. So. Okay, just monitoring it. Still, though, in a long-term uptrend. Still, anything above 3250 is really good. But, yeah, it's tough when you got a completed, beautiful shark pattern. We'll see what happens, okay? How's the VIX, man? Volatility index, what's closed? What's the futures? VIX futures on TradingView? because I could imagine that thing is up probably 10% minimum right now, and it's not even, I mean, controversial. Wow, yeah, Bitcoin, look at this, man. You're getting real close to bearish engulfing candle. You're getting real close to engulfing the candle from yesterday that was so, holy crap, man. Everyone's excited. We're getting hype in the chat. That's about to get taken out, man. No way. Let's have an alert set up if we do. To engulf, you'd probably be at 82.5. So only $300 to go. Whew. You want to see, I don't know, what's Render Coin? Render Coin's down 11%. Good God, dude. Bearish engulfing candle. Once this thing breaks $3, it is doomed. Like, it's probably going to collapse, right? I mean, can't you imagine a world where things keep getting worse and keep lower high, lower high, lower high than the, what? If it breaks $3, it's like 87 cents. No way. Or at least 136. Yeah, this is bad, man. Okay, yeah, let me see the request. I think, oh, EOS and log scale. Okay.
Here, Mitch, let's bright your day and your viewers. Why did the crypto investor break up with their wallet? Because every time they opened it, it just kept saying, insufficient funds. Yo, I cannot.
Excuse me? What was that? Hey, look, chat. It's the only M shape that didn't dud out. The only harmonic that didn't harmonic dud. Wow. I don't really check up on this. We were here. It kind of fell below. It never got validated, but it's like type 1. I don't even know if it's a type 1, type 2 situation. The retrace wasn't deep enough. It just, you know, above 52 cents, some bids came in and it was random. But look what it's doing. It's up against the major level of all levels. Like, this is it. Like, it would be insane if they broke 85 cents. I don't know how they do it, you know. But yeah, he said log scale. I mean, whatever. We can look at log scale. It doesn't really matter, change anything for me. The first higher low we've seen in years, I guess, technically. Early March. Yeah, okay, it's a very anomalous situation here. And kind of TA respected, but nothing else respected the M shapes, right? A lot just kept marking down way below the X point and were invalidated. Chat, there's Solana, a new alert. Bitcoin's at the lows of the day now. Solana in a lot of trouble now. My God, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, I guess I'll have another alert set up, 115, 60 or something. We'll just a few dollars lower. We'll just keep getting the alerts, I don't care. But yep, you're done. You're doomed. Man, it's crazy. A level where there's been supply on Bitcoin, just so happens that there was ample supply again. There's Bitcoin in bearish engulfing on daily territory now. Completely covering yesterday's green candle. Bitcoin Cash alert going off, 290, lows of day. This is where we're waiting for $200, $260, $200 on Bitcoin Cash. We are screwed, and it's okay, man. It's like not the end of the world. It's just crypto sucks, dude. Like, crypto is really, look, it's a momentum-driven asset class. Momentum is in the hands of the sellers, bad catalysts, so they're gonna get murdered, okay? And you're watching it get murdered right now, so. EOS, crazy though. I think that was the only request, right? Sui for Conrad, though. He wanted, I haven't looked at this. I don't have this on my watch list. Sui, dude, it was gonna, Raoul Paul, man, they were gonna do it. Okay. Oh, this one just got so much downside. I'll wait for 139, 88 cents, 50 cents if you're, maybe if things get crazy. It's been over. This thing's been done. That's what this vertical line is, the blow off top, the end. The trend reversed up here. Look at these highs, lower than this high, lower lows and this low, lower high, lower low, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. Working on lower low. You're just at a level where there's support resistance. Once they break this $2 level, it's done. That's the big crash level. You could see a fast crash down to 139 from there. Okay, so just, yeah, some risky bids came in, you know, scalpers, and this was it. That was the rally. The trend's too well established. So working on bearish engulfing candle. I'm telling you, below 218, 196, you got a date with 139. Look at the 88% retrace, 107. Way, way lower to go. Okay, this is not different. Okay, don't think your S coin's different. It's just taking its time. This is in the H bar XRP territory. Was Lind, and Lind's already caught up now. So 82, 394, 374. We're continuing to dump. It is power hour, chat. It's power hour. We are screwed. Temporarily, at least. Chop Suey, about to be less than Chop Suey, about to chop up portfolio owning this stuff, okay? Owning these risk on assets, highly speculative, momentum driven. So I'm just reading some of the chat. We've been going, man. I've been live now for over an hour. Just remember that. So it's like, I think we looked at a lot. I'm just now looking at a few requests. This is just not done. What sucks about this, you're getting 618 tests, right? They're bouncing 618. Once it starts not catching many bids at the 618, that's when you know. Like a lot of times, like that's what will happen on, you know, corrections are process. It's a process. Blow off tops are events. Corrections are a process, and they take time. And a lot of times, from your lowest low to your highest high, you'll see reactions at 618. It's a magic number, right? It's the golden ratio. But when you start failing to really do anything to 618 again, it's about time to start marking down to 786s, 886s, deep retraces. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. Even with some divergence on the MACD histogram, that was it. Forget it, man. Nothing good happens below the 200 moving average. Bitcoin pretty much lows of the day. It's not my fault, man. Don't blame me this time, okay? See, my lower back's like killing me. What the? Why is it doing that? Sorry, let me check something. Yeah, it's bad everywhere, man. Chinese stocks wrecked, really bad. Some worse than others. McDonald's only down 0.67%, you know. Procter & Gamble, see, some of these defensive aren't even affected, which is good. So that's why the Dow Jones is kind of outperforming, and the selling, or not, you know, selling off is bad. Yeah, entertainment, leisure, down moderately. It's mainly the big tech, man. Semiconductors especially getting hit hard. AMD down like 5%. Very bad. I mean, that means it's probably at its lowest level of the whole downtrend, or close. This one, you can't even, where's it at? AMD trading at like $98. Yeah, at a big support. If this doesn't hold, man, it's just a quick run to $75. This is everything. $90 or $97 to $95. If you don't hold that, you're done. You're cooked. Yeah, so I don't even care about that. I'm just, it's the horizontal lines now. Buyers better come in and defend, or way lower. Big one, 82.5. Okay, so off the lows by $200, $170, whatever. It is a vague pronoun, Ethan. I'm not sure what it means. Although, will they let it go? Or what asset, you know, you talking about? Jobs report on Friday. Well, maybe we're this, jobs report's been getting revised downward tremendously, right? We had a bunch of fraud numbers for 4 years from Brandon administration, just liars. That's all they did. And so, yeah, now we're seeing those revisions, and it's really bad. It's like 1 million jobs revised downward. And most of the jobs coming in anywhere were just new government jobs. Just like expand the government, man. Grow the deficit.
Folks, the crypto market, some say it's crashing. I say it's not crashing, it's just taking a tremendous nap. The best nap, a nap like you've never seen before. But believe me, when it wakes up, huge gains. The biggest gains, maybe the best gains ever, or maybe not. Who knows? But definitely not my fault. What do you think?
Terrible
sounds
AI.
about right?
AI is terrible, dude. They could probably improve that better. Anyway. Yeah, dude, thanks for the nearly 900 people here. It is a concerning day, right? A very disappointing situation where things were starting to be okay, man, and then, yep, lower we go, it seems. Just looking at a few of these. Las Vegas Sands, waiting for 35 bucks again. Pin Gaming was trading below that level. Yeah, dude. It had a huge short squeeze today, but it doesn't, any price action below 1740, 1772, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, they can induce buying, they can try to squeeze shorts out for sure, but in the end, it meant nothing. So down 4.4+%, most of the gains taken away today. So it's kind of good on some of these short situations where it made sense to be short, bear flag, bearish back test key level, so whatever. Vindication today, at least on that one. Yeah, and that's what it's tough shorting, because like you can be in a bear trend and huge 6%, like what, on nothing, and then it's just down again after hours. Yeah, things like Broadcom, gross, man. I mean, it was a beautiful reversal. Like, just put it in the textbook. The bearish butterfly, type 2, lower high, currently down 5.37% after hours. That wasn't anything. Like the past 3 days, you can't even call that a rally. I can't even see it. Give my reading glasses to see that rally. PayPal, oh, it's screwed below 68 bucks. Probably getting ready for $57, $59 again. And then XYZ, which was Block, which was Square. They keep changing the name. I don't get it, man. Ticker. This one, like, see another short squeeze type of day. Oh, we're going to do it. And look, down after hours, almost 8%. Trading near its lowest level since November of 2023. And certainly below the level of all levels. You don't want to own XYZ below 56 bucks. Yeah, they do that, right? It's like short squeeze, buyer inducing rally, but they just back test the levels of resistance, and then it's now trading lower than all the opens and closes we had the past 3 days. Bitcoin 82,399 right now, near the lows of the day again. Good God. Surprised some more alerts haven't been coming in. Three days in a row of training. My body is shot, dude. One more day. Yep. 34% new tariffs on China, European Union 20%, Vietnam 46%. Remember, Vietnam is taxing us at like 94% or something stupid. 94, 96% tariffs they have on us, on the US. So screw Vietnam. 46% is not enough. Taiwan 32%, Japan 24%, India 26%. Remember, some of these countries, I think Japan's tariffing us 48%. India tariffing us over 50%. South Korea's tariffing us 50%, and we're doing 25% now. So yeah, you did 50% reciprocal. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so what are they going to do? What are other countries going to do? They're going to be like, oh, I'm going to tariff you more now? Really? It's already still unfair. How's the DXY doing? I looked at this on stream. It was beautiful. Bearish price action at a key level, at least. Rolled over. Closed right now. But it looks like it might be on deck for 102, 100. My Wall Street bros been talking about maybe shorting the DXY. Maybe they're memeing or something in our group chat, but yeah. I'm not sure what the implications are going to be in the long term. And some of these semiconductors, like what was it, Marble? Remember that one? Pretty brutal, down 5.3%. This one since the top, man. Holy crap! It topped out in January, currently down 53% from the highs. What a haircut! I guess 54 is on deck. That's your next big support. Yikes! No structure, right? You don't have structures really yet. They're just impulsing still. It's brutal.
Joe Biden and his spending are like crypto. 1 minute they're going up, the next minute they're crashing. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. He spends so much, even the crypto market's like, whoa, slow down, Joe. I told him if you want to crash something, you don't need it. Crypto. Just look at the national. I don't crash things.
Okay, well, you're making an argument for why I should not be doing AI TTS. You're making an argument, a staunch argument, so yikes. Don't be scared, Stephanie. Pain is just scams leaving the body. I mean, in a way, you're correct. Yeah, so go back to Bitcoin. We'll look at futures real quick. Yeah, they filled the gap. They rallied it some more. Now you've like one high, two high. It's like confirmation high. Oh God. Just rolled over. Currently down 5.43%. Yeah, you might have a date with a 200 moving average, 78.6. Gosh, dang, man, that's brutal. Yeah, just the trend though is so well established. Lower highs, lower lows until you're taking out 92K for real. The trend remains down. Oh God, sorry, the music way too loud, my bad. Yeah, it was fine before. I just was turning it down because that TTS was getting kind of weird. So crypto hoarder. When McDonald's stream, oh, we need to go a lot. Dude, Bitcoin, we can't do a McDonald's stream when Bitcoin's trading at $82,500. We can't. That's just way too high.
Fab tip $25. What's up, Mitch? Can we take a look at dollar hot stock? Bullish bat maybe? Double bottom at 0.886? Still learning. Thanks, Kenny.
We can look at it. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna have to do something, dude, to get rid of this duplicating crap. Hut. No structure yet, man. Not enough structure. Yeah, you can't want to own it below 1250. And currently, after hours, it's down 10%, Larry. 10. Hut was up 0.5%. We were going to do things. 1339 on close. Now it's 1205. And so anything below 1250 is the line in the sand on this asset. History shows you the target below 1250, given enough time, is about $8. Yeah, So downside potential below 1250 is about 36%. That is on deck below that level. I just can't sign off on it, man. I can't. Yeah, you could say swing. You probably swing low in this one. Probably this low. Being the most conservative person ever, right? All right, there you go. Down here, man. $8. Like, I just can't sign off. I mean, it looked okay. It doesn't matter, though. Nope. The lower we go on the Bitcoin miners, I'm sorry, dude. You're not proud to say, but you gave up on Ethereum. Just now, Payne? You just gave up? I guess you're living up to your name. Because to have faith in Ethereum up until today, yeah, you have been in pain. You have become pain itself. Yeah, gold futures pumping, man. Gold loving it. Absolutely. Oh, we didn't even look at Trump coin. Should we look at Trump coin? The music shouldn't be loud enough for you to love it, to be real. Okay, let's see. Trump coin was for fun, just for memes. Just for memes, dude. Let's see. Trump on MEX. Official Trump. Oh my God, it's down 12.25%. We got fresh lows. Yeah, let me pull this up so you can see it. It's off a cliff. There it is, man. 9.13. We're waiting for $4. 3.60 to $4. That's it. That's what we're waiting on, and that's probably still overvalued. Currently trading at the lowest price since its inception, and that was the top. 3 days from the top on Bitcoin. 3 days before Trump got inaugurated. That is where we're trading at. It was a rug of all rugs. Topped out $78. Now we're at $9.14. You still probably have another 50 to 60% downside. And that's just, we would just wait. When it gets there, we'll just still wait and maybe a structure will develop, but probably no, because these are just scams, dude. They're nothing about them. I mean, all the cryptos are scams. Same thing. No intrinsic value, no way to gauge it mathematically, the value, right? How about Melania? Yeah, we can look at Melania too. But dude, it's Melania. That was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way this is real. They're releasing an actual Melania coin. I would say it's a pretty good day. This is like an incredible day for Melania. Incredible. Only down 2.83%. Only made fresh all-time lows today. Sure, Jesus chimes. But dude, only being down 2.83% when you got Apple down over 6%, that's a big W. A big W on Melania, chat. I mean, that might as well be all-time highs. Good news, right? So 58 cents currently, probably waiting on 1 cent or less than a cent. There's a lot, like 99% downside potential here, okay? You know? All right, nice. 82.5 on Bitcoin, still. Melania is the future, man. Yeah, it is, dude. The euro to US dollar, probably pumping. I mean, not even really. It's 0.08%. Nah. And beautiful bottoming reversal structure here on the 4 hour. Yeah, I mean, you would like a back. We talked about this. We wish we could get a back test to reconfirm the validity of the level, but we may not get it. But yeah, it's a big deal. Anything above 105 could be, I mean, right back up to like 112, maybe 114. All right. You want fart coin? I mean, yeah, people want to see fart coin, so we'll do fart coin real quick. Fart coin on MEX, I guess, yeah. Actually holding up better than most, but cut with rounded. I'm not even gonna say it. Down 20% today. Bearish engulfing candle, gonna be confirmed in 37 minutes, and they're just maybe holding up this one support right here from November last year. Once that breaks, he'll be coming for a double bottom, right? And then maybe we get, you know, an actual butt on fart coin. That's what we're looking for now. We're looking for fart coin to lose another 50% of its value, so we can have an actual butt on the fart coin chart. And that's where probably most market participants would want to take a shot on something called fart coin when the chart looks like a butt, which might be a potential double bottom, double butt. Okay. Yeah, let's wait for way lower prices on fart coin. Oh yeah, looks like chat's going wild for fart coin. Nice, dude. You were promised a Lambo this year, tease a bit. Who promised you the Lambo? Last year was the year of the Lambo. Fake job reports, manufactured, scam data, scam coins. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance, man. If you're just tuning in, this is probably the chart of the day. You're in breakout markup territory situation right now. Going for the highest daily candle close since March of 2021. It might be even higher now. My God. I mean, it's controversial. You're getting close to the highest level since February 2021. So over 4-year highs. But it was all about 61%. We knew it. You know, it's like been marked. It's reversal point both ways back from history. And resistance markdown, resistance, sell wall. You're breaking the sell wall. Rallying higher. Yeah, I do have your stapler. Sorry, man. Bitcoin or S&P futures down more than Bitcoin. Oh, just give it time, man. Give it time. U.S. dollar tethered dominance. Let's look at that. Yeah, sure. Going for bullish golden candle. Oh no, they're actually about to close the day above the June 2021 reversal point, inflection point. So you're about to have like a bullish breakout back above a level. Not great, man, because, you know, whichever way you try to, like they're doing, the 1 and 2 here, anchor points. Look how they've like broken it. What did they do today? Today, they back tested the supply line as a demand line, and you're marking up off of it. Gosh, and what happened on Bitcoin? It's the equal and inverse of Bitcoin. Same type of supply line, you got rejection at. Very real supply line going back to all-time highs, 1 and 2, January 30th, second anchor point, third anchor point, February 21st. Lack of demand, couldn't test it until today. And here you are, rejected not just the supply line, but the 200-day simple moving average. It's gross, 34 minutes. Hey, we're off the lows at least. I think it would be worse if we cover the previous candle from yesterday with a close. It could still happen. Got 33 minutes and change. We are in power hour, the last 60 minutes before the daily close across the crypto market. So really disappointing. It was looking okay while I was in the gym. 15 minutes later I look and rejected. Orange juice futures, yeah, dude, what a safe haven. Now the thing had been getting wrecked, man, but who cares? We'll just do it now. I think we might be okay to open the blinds. 82.7, off the lows a little bit, nice. Let's check back on the futures. I'm from the future. They're off their lows too, a little bit, right? Yeah, I mean, you feel like the gap could fill on these easily today, tonight, no problem. Yeah, looks like they got a hold on the selling pressure for now, okay? Which Bitcoin is just tied in with global liquidity. Think about Bitcoin as just a big tech stock right now. It's been that way. Thoughts about Bonk? Just a scam, dude. Bonk coin, scam, equal scam. Yeah, Ethereum and log looks ungodly bad. Yeah, it's very bad. Very, very bad. Every support's been broken. Yep. That's it. Shiba is not holding great. That is fake news, Wall Street Mafia. Fake news. It is correlating beautifully of an inflection point as resistance, and that's great for short sellers, but terrible for longs right now. Maybe above 1300 we could talk, but not until then. Same thing with Solana. It's back above 125, let's talk, but what it's doing now, you cannot want to own it below that level. It's the line in the sand. The waves, you want to see break down before hitting a defender. Well, I was on defense. I was the defender. I am the one who defends, okay? Toxic, should we be buying right now? No. No. You might have been able to before the news, but after the news, technical levels are being broken and or rejected. Okay. Futures, I'm going to alert setup. If we make fresh lows, at least I'll hear it later. Hold on a sec. Let's done this in a while. Europe. Let's go to let's look at some European. Oh, they're closed. The futures, they're not open right now, so we're not going to be able to see these yet. Wow, you want to see something pretty nasty? The UK, the FTSE, it's open. It's already rallied off the lows by a little bit, but man, almost like a Quasimodo oblong head and shoulders looking A up here. After hitting all-time highs, I mean, what a run it's been on, right? So any sort of correction can't be too surprised. But at the lows of the day, the new day, it's its lowest price since late January. So not good there. Again, I looked at all the other ones. They're not showing us new data yet. Good Lord. Okay. Well, I tried. Can't get mad. I tried. Make sure. See. Spanish closed, Switzerland closed, France closed, Stockholm market closed, EU50 is open. Okay, EU50, here you can see it here. Been a minute since I looked at this. Like topped out, kind of bearish looking. That looks like 2008 stuff, for real. Been marking down, lowest price seen at the lows today since mid-January. And gap unfilled, looks like futures, stock market futures. Bearish engulfing candle yesterday, got follow through. Looks like they're kind of trying to hold up this old all-time high from 2024. Yeah, so that's it. And below that level, I don't know. There, you know, it looks like there's a decent amount of support, right? Big zone 5,000, big psychological level. Yeah, I mean, that's below that, you're in a lot of trouble, but that means there's a lot of work to be done if they want to break it. That's not going to be easy to break, but we'll see. Bitcoin down 3%. We are in bearish engulfing territory, but we're not quite there. We're off by like $200, $150. The all-time high supply line. Oh yeah, the Nikkei. We can look at the Nikkei real quick. is the Nikkei. Oh my God. Wow. That is brutal. Okay. The Nikkei. Man, it was breaking that 37.6 a few days ago, but wow, the implications of that. It's a level, right? Support, support, support. Below the 200 moving average, nothing good happens. You know, yesterday on the close, it was the lowest daily candle close since August 7th. And you're just gapped down and you're marking down. You're near the lows of the new day. And you're approaching a very real inflection point, 33.8 to 34K, not holding that well, real bad. I mean, that would be brutal. So the Nikkei, Japanese stock market, in less than 8 days is down about 11%. That's nasty. That's like Neocoin. Just kidding. Neocoin's down like 50% in the same amount of time. So, okay, music stop, nice. Trying to, I mean, we've looked at like a lot of stuff, so what was it? CNH50. China A50, how they doing? Rekt, lows of day right now. Money printer, Xi Jinping turned it on, but it's been bad ever since the pump. Like, you made a lower high than previous highs, and you're starting to roll over again. It can't be good. I mean, it probably isn't going to go well. Like, they're going to go test 12,940 again, and from there, I don't know. Yeah, they break that back to 11.8. Yeah. Money printer. That's the Xi Jinping here, if you see it. Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, so that was all you had, and now it seems like blow off top, and now you're in a correction. Correction's a process, it takes time. Oof, AMD now down over 5%, 5.35%. We didn't look at MicroStrategy or Coin. Let's look at those two. Okay, so other markets feeling the effect. You can clearly see China's market. It's all scam market anyway. Lowest level since early March. MicroStrategy member Michael Saylor hopped up on amphetamines talking about Bitcoin. Well, hey, you know, supply line 333. You know what 333 is. You go back 2000. It was the old all-time high. Right here, they tested it and rejected it as resistance. So it was this horizontal line resistance confluent with the supply line, the downsloping resistance that goes back to December last year. They couldn't even test it today. Oof. So down after, I mean, all the gains from today taken out, it's down actually more, down almost 5%. Can't be bullish on MicroStrategy below 333 at this point, and you just got to be really careful. Good God, man. Coinbase. Hey man, it was up 4.3%. Now it's down 7% after hours. Okay, so just continuing to mark down. Anything below 205 is really bad. I mean, 150 on deck at this point. Wow. How do I even stay live for another 24 minutes, man? I'm getting hungry, and we've looked at everything. And do we have any more requests, maybe? No, we looked at the requests. There are only a few of them. We're screwed. Okay. How do I do it, man? What does crypto have to do with tariffs? You just think about crypto is completely tied to the equities markets. So think about Bitcoin and crypto at this point as a tech stock. That's so it's bad. So if Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, they're all dumping, and Bitcoin's going to dump too. Well, 30-minute nap's not a very long nap, so it's not that crazy, right? Yeah, we can look back at XRP. Yeah, dude, not good. XRP, again, down 5.3%, going for the, it's close. Might not, but it's getting close to the lowest daily close since November, which is wild. V, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Bitcoin's still just, with 22 minutes to go to the daily close, still just flirting with the lowest lows of the day, lowest price of the day. Brutal, man. No one's coming in to bid on this thing. Yeah. Laberdash, I'm not sure. You would, if you care about that, just type in NAS 100 USD. That's your Wanda. That's like live NASDAQ futures. And here it is. It's down 1.19%. Unfilled gap though, just above you. Off the lows a little bit, but yeah, that's where we are. What happened again? Okay. Dude, what the... Okay, so it looks like uBlock now doesn't work anymore. Somebody bought it and killed it. Now my ad blocker doesn't work. Really bad, man. Really bad. Okay, so XRP, and then we can look at Ethereum again, down 5.55%, going for a bearish and golden candle, getting very close. I mean, right now, if it closed right now or any lower, it would be the lowest daily candle close since October 2023. So like, what, 17-month lows or whatever, really bad. Downtrend's really good, well established. I can't get anything going on these, man. Oh yeah, Brave browser, maybe need to figure that out or something. So I guess we're running out the clock, 20 minutes. I don't even know if I'll make it that long. Should I make it that long? Yeah. Thanks for the over 800 people still here. In Power Hour, Tariff Liberation Day. Dogecoin doing the most ugly thing you can imagine to a level. It's brutal, man. That's the worst thing. Could this be the capitulation move for the move higher? I don't think so, man. Nah, Bitcoin's not in a, that's not capitulation. Like, just, you reject a supply line and the 200-day simple moving average like that, that's not like it's done, the selling's done. That's more like it's about to recommence. If you understand, the selling stopped in February, late February. The selling concluded. We flipped to pretty much a no trend, still downtrend. And you're putting in the lowest highs of the downtrend still. I mean, I think 73.8 would be a great target to just to do a lot of things that would just, that would make sense with wave structures. Still got a valid butterfly. And I think, like, if you own Bitcoin below 82,155, you got a long way down. It's going to be a pretty quick run to 78K, then 73.8 after that. So, unless a miracle happens, it could. Miracles can happen, man. Yeah, gold is pretty much not a meme anymore. It's doing, wow, we're in a recession. We're going into a recession, or things are bad. Okay, gold's actually acting as a hedge. Crazy. Yeah, if the tariff stuff works, you know, if other countries start lowering their tariffs or start trying to improve, you know, make more fair deals with the U.S., maybe the market will rally. Sure, I guess. I don't know, man. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the daily close. Chat's too dead, and I don't know, man. Like 800 of y'all here. I got no one to bounce off of. Like, that's, you know what a live stream is, right? Like, I just did an hour and 40 minutes of like technical analysis charts, right? And like, okay, I don't spend too much time looking at the chat during that. And it's like, okay, when I get this deep into a stream, I gotta have like questions and engagement from y'all, okay? I'm here, right? I did the work. So it's like, if you want me to stay live, I kind of have to have like, you know, a little engagement, communication with the viewing audience, you know? So, it's just, if I'm getting like one comment a minute, like, what do you want me to do? Just... I mean, you can't answer that it's a cycle top on Bitcoin. Yeah, we don't know. You don't know. Could be. Who cares? I don't even think about cycles. I just think about very, very long-term uptrend. Only higher highs, higher lows forever on Bitcoin. But, you know, in the short term, mid-term, you have a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. It's like by the book. It's textbook. Like, what's the definition of a trend? Consecutive lower highs, lower lows. Or higher highs, higher lows. Whichever way you're looking at the trend. No, I'm not hangry. I'm just kind of like, man, you know, you go watch a Fortnite streamer or something, and their chat, you can't even read the chat. There's so much engagement, you know? And I'm like, here, just did an hour, 40 minutes of charts, and I need help from y'all if I want to keep it going. Otherwise, I'll just sit here, you know, and just end the stream. It's like, sometimes I don't want to end the stream, but it's like, it has to be that way sometimes, you know? We got less than 15 minutes now till the daily close. I guess that's kind of like why I'm still here. Sun's going down. We're still not there yet, you know. It gets real pretty back here, but man, just too much daylight, and it's not going to change, dude. It's only April 2nd. The sun is going to be up longer. It's just really bad for streaming in here. And it's like, do I go live later in the evening because of that? Oh, I mean, the sun doesn't even, it's not going to go down to like 9 p.m. or something stupid soon. So Bitcoin 82.5, we're getting real close to lows of day, man. Have an alert set up maybe. We hear it, fresh ones. Good God. Maybe I should start playing Fortnite. Yeah, bro, I should do that. Did we cover the Solana poll? I talked about it briefly at the beginning, Vega. Yeah, remember the majority of the viewing audience thought that Solana was going 90 next, not 150, and it looks like the majority got a real good kickoff today, even though it started out like, wow, we went to 135.81 and just completely rejected it on the tariff news. Just so bad. Yeah, Apple clapped. I don't think it's any worse though, right? Nice decorative screen to put behind me when I stream. If you can even, dude, I'm telling you, like, if majority of the stream is during the day, like, you can't see anything. Might as well just be a little screen of me, you know. It's big mess right now. Yeah, Bitcoin. Here we are, man. 82.5. You are pretty much engulfing yesterday's candle. Yeah, you are engulfing yesterday's candle right now in real time. Bitcoin off its highs of the effing day, down almost 7%. Your largest market cap asset in the entire world, man. What? The first test of the supply line for real since February 21st.
First world problems in your penthouse lol. New camera setup is working brilliantly BTW.
Why is it not updating? What the heck, man? Jetty loves pizza. Thanks for the 10 pounds, mate. Sweat out in it. I'm really praying for people in Europe and especially the UK, Ireland, man. I pray for y'all. We over here, a lot of us know what's going on over there, and it's really bad. I mean, you're watching weak men create hard times on steroids in Europe. Yeah. It was an incredible fake out. That's one thing that's certain. Absolutely. Day in my life, I wake up, make breakfast, 4 eggs, a serving of smoked salmon, bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon and banana. Then I'll start scanning charts, screwing around Discord. You know, if the scanning the charts calls for it, maybe take a long or short. And then I got a personal trainer who comes to my building and do a workout, and it's an hour long, and then I do normally 30 minutes to an hour of cardio after, and then take my protein shake, come back upstairs, start getting ready for stream, and then yeah, that's kind of the day, you know. It's boring to a lot of people for sure, but again, you got to have a regimen, man. You have to. Yeah, no, I actually dunked my face in Coca-Cola. Let's go. You know what that guy does? I eat about 16,000 calories a day. You know, man. What was that? What was the pump right before the tariff? Dude, it was real bad. It was like, wow, they were doing things, man. They knew the supply line. They tested that supply line. It was just rugged, straight rugged. I'm kidding, Joe. Not actually doing that. Hold on, I think the Bogdanovs are calling. One sec. Yeah, it was the Bogdanovs. They said sell it all. Capital. Yeah, Bitcoin 82.5 still just sitting there. We got less than 10 minutes to go. That's what we're doing. We're running out the clock, man. Running out the clock, waiting for the daily close. That's why we're congregated. So I'm just handling something real quick I have to handle. 2 seconds. Let's go back to the corn. You can see it scaled in here. You got the 4 hour above my head. You got the daily right here in the middle. I'll tell you, man, people are pissed. My Wall Street buddies texting, they're not happy with Trump's decisions. I know in the short term it affects the markets big time. What's Kappa mean? Kappa just means just kidding, Ethan Matthews. It's a Zennial Zoomer. No, Kappa is like kind of millennial, dude, whatever. The The Zoomers say cap. They don't even say kappa. They just say cap now. So they've like abbreviated it almost or shortened it, which is kind of the TikTok lifestyle, right? Everything's short attention span. They can't even say kappa. They gotta say cap. Look back at futures real quick. Tech not really catching any bids. S&P off the lows a little bit more, but man, it's pretty brutal. 18,720 right now in the NASDAQ, and that is the lowest price we've seen since September 11th. I mean, taking out the lows from March 31st, very bad. I mean, you think, whoa, what's going on? New quarter, new price action? It's been like that 2 days, and then at the end of the second day, tariffs collapsed. There was plenty of reason. 6. If you want to know, Ethan, they were pretty much talking about, thinking about maybe shorting the US dollar. And it's like the UDN would be the tool you use to short the US dollar on the equities market. Here's your crypto quad screen for special occasions. Bitcoin top left, Ethereum top right, XRP bottom left, Solana bottom right. It's ugly. Really ugly. All right, Sub-Zero, let's do it. Let's get some callers and do some iron condors. Hype. Let's do it, man. All right, we got little less than 5 minutes, okay? A little less than 5 minutes as the sun sets down here in South Florida. It seems like the sun has been setting across all the markets outside of gold. Gold been hitting high noon on its chart, right? Anyone know what this shirt is, by the way? Anyone gonna take a guess at all? Maybe the Zoom show. Anyone know what this is at all? Like, if you know what this is, I'll be very, very impressed. Okay. Yeah, man. And there's specific answers, okay? There's 2 answers, not 1. US dollar to the Japanese yen, we can do that. US dollar, JPY. Yeah, it was nasty, down about 1%. Yeah, the trend kind of reversed. Wow, yeah, this is bad. This could be a good short setup almost. I mean, quite possibly. What did y'all say? Y'all answering? I mean, Neil, that's yes. The answer is yes. Yashar, that's close, but we need specific answers though. Okay. Costas, you win, and so does Yashar. Y'all both win. Telperion and Laurelin, correct. The 2 trees of Eleanor. Amen, man. Yeah, so what's scary about the US dollar to the Japanese yen is like, look, dude, I mean, you put in a lower high. Dude, it's like a bearish shark pattern or close to it, man. Wow, I haven't looked at this. So it's like XAB, C, and then D. Wow. And then, all right, so your W shape ushered in the reversal. But what's so bad about this is like below the 200 moving average and 151. That's brutal. That's like your next target straight up. Right there, 144, 141's on deck for the US dollar Japanese yen, but that could be like the reversal. The complete and utter reversal of this whole trend you've been in for a long time. This can be it. Because like, when are they putting in lower highs, lower lows? This is the first lower high, lower low in the previous low. And anything below 152 is bearish. Maybe they recapture it, then that invalidates the argument. But yeah, all right, 3 minutes. We might not be bearishly engulfing. We might be lucking out on Bitcoin. It's not. But 3 minutes, who knows? Yeah, that's right, V. You didn't know. Crypto Plumber, I mean, I guess you're part of the club, so you would know, right? Yep, 2 minutes and change about to be at a local on the 8s. Yeah, inflamed indeed. Yeah, you can't like the end below that level. All right, let's go back. Bitcoin's down 3%, less than 2 minutes now. Currently on Bitcoin, completely taking out every dollar of gains from yesterday, which yesterday was a 3+% candle. And we're just going to sit here on this chart until the close, and that will be in 1 minute 30 seconds. Brace yourself for maybe an engulfing, maybe not. Right now, if it closed, it would be engulfing. Barely, but yes. Below 82,155, I think you pretty much have an argument to not own Bitcoin due to the implications of where it could be headed, 78.1, 73.8. And that's about it. I mean, it's like if you were going to screw around Bitcoin, technically, better not break 82,155. 1 minute until the daily close. It's like, of course, I mean, it's like, I hate it. It's like, it's 8 o'clock and the sun's not even, I mean, it's down, but you still can't even see the beauty of the view. So lame, man. It's kind of pretty out there, but still. "30 seconds, chat." Sure thing, Melanie. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for sticking around. This is a 2-hour live stream now. And we went live a little early for the futures reopening just to see what kind of reaction we were going to get from the market. "3 seconds, 2, 1. It is confirmed, chat. We have a bearish engulfing candle. So the candle today, the body of the candle today covered completely the previous candle. So that is definitively a bearish engulfing candle. Now you need follow through candle. You need a lower close today on the new day than yesterday. Now yesterday's candle close to confirm it, but that was really bad. Bitcoin off its highs by like 8%, I believe. No, I'm sorry, 7%. Yeah, that was brutal. Ethereum, lowest daily candle close confirmed. No controversy here. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since October 28th, 2023. Solana, lowest daily candle close confirmed. Oh my God. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on Solana since February 27th. So we're talking 52-week lows, but that was the low. That was like the lowest traders had settled up. And that all that time flirting with this level, and now it's done. It got cooked. Man, they were running it up. It looked okay, and then just the news, man, killed this thing. Off its highs, it dropped 15% in a matter of a few hours. Miami Vice. Yeah, dude. Best time to buy any asset ever is when you see positive price action correlation and bullish structures develop over a good few weeks or more at key levels. You don't have that on Bitcoin. You have an established midterm downtrend, okay? Lower highs, lower lows for months now. You just rejected a supply line from all-time highs. You just bearishly engulfed. You just rejected the 200-day simple moving average. That is not good. That is terrible data we received today. The worst. Dennis, they do that, man, right? I mean, they did today on some stocks. They short squeezed a lot, and then just like after hours, all gone. Like what? You tried to force people to cover their shorts. And that's why it's tough. It's tough to short, because like a lot of times when it makes sense to be short, the market liquidity is so low that it takes such a small amount of money to move the price
Thanks
higher.
for covering everything tonight, Mitch. Much appreciated. It is what it is, man.
What's up, Jimmy, man? It is what it is. I think it's 420. Speaking of 420, 82, 420 on Bitcoin right now. After that nasty bearish engulfing candle on the 4-hour and daily, rejection of the supply line clearly below the 200 moving average on the daily and the 4-hour now. It's gross, man. 50 shades of gross. Hold on a sec. Yeah, on the new day, you can clearly see we're down out the gate, but not much. I mean, let's just scale in a little bit so we can see if we make lower lows today. We already are. We now, the lowest price we saw yesterday has been eclipsed, not by much, but we are at 82.2. Immediate markdown. There's no way that's real. Maybe the Doge chart's off, saying it's down 6%. There's no way. I'll see XRP. Chad, I'd be really careful here. Bearish and golden. Okay, XRP. Lowest daily candle close confirmed. Nope. Only since March 10th. Doesn't matter. Still very bad. Like 190, 196 they test again. And your argument is weaker and weaker now. Lower highs. Distribution is very, very evident here. Okay. Even if they rally this one more time, you put in a lower high, just more distribution. So the scariest thing on XRP right now is this. This is the scariest thing on XRP. I mean, it is so beautiful looking, isn't it? You had a bearish engulfing candle last week, already catching follow through. You don't want to lose this support 190 or cooked. Good God, it's so ugly, isn't it? I mean, I hope it just, oh, we're going to pump, dude, randomly. Yeah, that'd be great. KKP, if you're above 125, you might be okay. But if you're below 123, $90. It's simple. The line in the sand, it was violated today. It was the lowest level we had seen in an entire year on the close. And support clearly broken. It's bad, man. Check back on futures real quick before I head out of here. U.S. futures rallying off the lows a little bit. S&P is about right where it opened at. So, okay, maybe we'll start seeing some more price action later this evening. But, yeah, we just got an unfilled gap on all the futures off the news. Okay. Crypto. Solana looking the worst right now. Wow. Of the big ones. Just burn that image in your mind, chat. I hope it fails. I hope we just pump, but like, it's so ugly. I mean, it's kind of scary, isn't it? It looks too good, like way too good. Well, here we are, over 2 hours into the live stream. The daily candle closed across the crypto sphere. And that's about all I got for you. If there was more price action, I might stick around more, but you know, that's it, man. So appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Big hype for Big Mike. Thanks for that $250 bomb from earlier. It means everything. And thanks for all the renewals in the Patreon/Citadel. I've been getting a lot of them. I mean, today alone, you know, it was scroll up a little bit. Upgrade, thanks for the 4 months. Continue to support Blinders Off, thanks for the 14 months. Continue to support Dow Jones, thanks for the 18 months. Continue to support J-Dog, thanks for the 4 months. Continue to support RN, thanks for the 4 months. Continue to support Armburn, Thanks for the 10 months continued support. I have my books, I have 17 months continued support. That was just all in the past 24-ish hours. Thank y'all, and thanks to all the patrons. It doesn't announce y'all's name when it pops up. It's not my fault, but really grateful. Right, we stay 100% crowdsourced. Don't monetize on YouTube. No affiliate marketing links. Literally nothing but a voluntary system. I try to provide everything I can for free, live, e-learning, the way the inventors of the internet would idealize it. That's what we try to do here. So thank you each and every one of you, and I will just be back. Until next time, respect the TA.